Hello friends! Today we're going to review a tarot deck, and that is the Witch's Garden by Sasha Graham. I really like this deck. It's really beautiful, and I like the book and the descriptions, and we'll get into it. So first I want to say this is published by Llewellyn. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I think so. I really like the Llewellyn decks that they've been making because they have this nice big box with, and it has the ribbon to take it out. And they have this beautiful book, like a big book, full color book with the pictures, a full page of the picture and the description. It's really beautiful. I like that they've been doing it this way. My only gripe with the book is that the pages are pretty easy to tear. Like I've accidentally already torn a few, but otherwise it's beautiful. And then I also like how there's the ribbon to take the cards out, makes it much easier. The cards themselves I really like. They're a perfect size for me. I have small hands, and so I need a small size deck, and I believe this is like the traditional size. I believe I measured it, and it was the traditional size of 2.75 and 4.75. Is the traditional like tarot card size, or normal common tarot card size, and that's the size that I prefer because it's the size that fits my hands the best. And the card stock is nice too. Like it's a very kind of thin, but not like too thin, and it does kind of bounce back a little bit. It's really easy to shuffle. It feels really good. It feels really good in my hands. Let's look at a few of the cards so you can see the pretty, like look at that, Three of Pentacles, so beautiful. And of course, yes, I did pick a witchy deck since it is spooky season. I wonder why there's a porcupine there. I like this one for the Five of Wands, the birds fighting over the worms. I think that's a really accurate. So as you can see, you can really get some intuitive hits off this card, off these images. I really enjoy them, and I find that I get really good readings when I use these cards. Look at that beautiful Nine of Pentacles. So I'm not going to go through the whole deck. I just wanted to give you a feeling for, there's lots of other people online that will show the whole deck. Isn't that pretty? The Six of Pentacles. All right, great. Okay, so, and the guidebook, as I said, it's full color. And one thing you'll notice if you have any of her other decks, which I do, and we'll review them eventually, she has a few others. She has the Haunted House and the Darkwood Tarot, and then this Witch's Garden Tarot. The author tends to place everything into a storyline, right? So in the Darkwood Tarot, you're like entering the dark forest, and you're going through, and meeting all these different people, and that's what the cards are. And same with the Haunted House. You're like going through the Haunted House. It's like a story within the tarot deck, which makes sense because the Major Arcana itself is kind of a story, right? The Fool's Journey is what people refer to it as. So the first introduction part, it kind of tells you about the Witch's Garden journey and getting started and what tarot is, etc. Then it explains how to do a tarot reading. It explains the Major Arcana, Minor Arcana. It goes through cups, air, it goes through what the suits mean, cups, wands, etc. Another thing I also really like is it has the numerology. So it has wands usually are new beginnings and fresh ideas. I always find that really helpful because for some reason I just always forget what the numbers mean. 10, situation reaches its conclusion. So the descriptions are all 2 pages long with a full color picture. So 3 pages, I guess, if you count the picture. And they all start with a little poem or spell. I'm not really sure. For example, for the Fool, we've got fresh as sparkling morning dew. Once upon a time came you. Never mind, the steps are steep. Trust your fate. Take the leap. So that's kind of cute. There's a lot of them that are nice like that. It talks about who the Fool is in this deck, and then in general, and then it gives upright and reversed meanings, and then there is a question at the end of all of them. And sometimes the question is geared toward the reversal of the card, and sometimes it's geared toward the card itself. So I'll just turn the few pages here so you can see what it looks like. I'll read a few more of the, and so like this one says, oh, it also includes the zodiac sign. So like for the Hierophant, it's Taurus, and the little poem or spell, I'm not sure if it's a poem or a spell. Use the key, unlock the door, solve a mystery, uncover more. A well-lived life unravels time, and lessons hide inside the rhyme. Interesting. I feel like it's kind of like a spell. For example, the Hermit, new moon tethers, dark of night, truth revealed in lantern light, stillness roams as instincts flow, move within, find what you know. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of, it's a really pretty deck. It's kind of unique, and it's got a lot of good information. It also has like a keyword too. So like Three of Pentacles, keyword collaboration, Mars and Capricorn, and then the little poem, and then upright reversed, and a question. And it's the same for all of them, regardless of whether it's major arcana or minor arcana. It follows that pattern. And it talks a little bit about making your own spells. Then it has some sample spreads that you could do. So there is a soulmate spread and new lover spread. Everybody loves a love reading, right? And then it has a spell too, spell for romantic love. And you need the lover's card, some chai tea, a cinnamon stick, 3 peppercorns, and cream and sugar. And then there's the witch's garden spread, finances spread. Oh, and then there's a spell for the home of my dreams. I think it's kind of cool they include spells as well as spreads. There's fairy godmother spell, a health spread, a sound night sleep spell. Could use that. Past lives spreads. So you can see there's like a lot. There's even a bunch more. We don't have to go through all of them. Meet my spirit guide. And then one part I really like is the very ending. It says, with love and light and harm to none, I do declare this book is done, yet your story's just begun. Very nice. I like her stuff, obviously. You can tell. I may be biased because I like her stuff. But again, I promise I'm not sponsored. I just really like this deck, and I highly recommend. It's one of my top used decks. So we'll see if I can shuffle. See, it shuffles really well. I don't spray the cards everywhere. And let's pick a card, and then we'll read the description so you get an idea of like what the descriptions all sound like. 7 of Wands. That's pretty interesting. Okay, there is a table of contents, but it only gives you the beginning of the suit, which, you know, I kind of, it's more helpful if it's a page number for every card, but that's okay. If you know the tarot, then it's really easy to find what you're looking for. All right, 7 of Wands is what we got. And the picture is on the other side. There's your full page picture. I love that because then you really get to see the artwork. Okay. 7 of Wands. Soul fire is the key word. Ooh, okay. Mars in Leo. Flames of fire, accept it all. Send the message, make your call. Mystical 7 will aid you well as you cast true passion's spell. Neat. Oh, okay. A witch twirls gracefully on one toe. Her hair flies as wand energy spirals upward. She has gleaned inspiration from the witch on horseback in the 6 of Wands, and now has stepped forward to cast an enchantment of her own. The 7 of Wands reflects putting inspiration into action with big, bold gestures. 6 figures below each with torches in hand, lend the witch their combined energy. It is the essence of shared group vitality. Wands mark the conduit of magic pulsing through each participant. Energy erupts when communities fuse and focus to create something new and beautiful. The Seven of Wands is heeding the call of spiritual dance. It is taking good advantage of a power position and fostering action to make it stronger. The secret of the Seven of Wands is the illumination of something new and unexpected. Just when it seems your story has concluded, a new chapter unfolds. You stand on higher ground than ever before with a new inspired vision. You move onward to new heights with power and precision. Upright, action and energy, focusing on advancing the position. Personal knowledge used for empowerment. Knowledge lights the way. Advance. Risks pay off. Help arrives when least expected. Unanticipated surges of power. Let go and trust the process. Reversed. Defensive and fearful. Vicious attacks. Venom replaces pleasure. Inspiration turns to violence. To write the reversal, ask, where is my advantage? Interesting. So there you go. Hopefully that was helpful. Again, I think this would be a good deck for beginners or, experienced alike. The pictures are clear enough that you, as a beginner, you can learn what the cards mean. It's close enough to the Rider-Waite, and the images make sense for what they're portraying. At least to me, they do. Descriptions have enough information without being too long. And then if you are interested in reversals, it does include the reversal aspect. And the cards feel good in the hand. And they're matte too, so they don't have a big glare. All right, I hope that was helpful. Just to let you know, for the rest of 2024, so for the holiday season, I'll be doing all private tarot readings by donation only. So if you want to check that out, you can go to my website, tarotforgood.com, to schedule. You can also send me an email at tarotforgood@gmail.com to ask any questions. Thank you. Bye.